back to yet another episode of Pork Puck Hockey, where we talk hockey and only hockey. I'm your host, JBACS, and we're back here yet for another great episode. And we're going to continue to follow the pattern here of my past episodes and get into the news and notes of this week of the NHL. And we're going to start her off with the injury report. First one up we're going to talk about is Jack Johnson for the New York Rangers. He's going to be out for the season with a core muscle surgery. That's a tough injury, and if you got to get surgery on it, that's not a quick recovery time by any means. So Rangers going to be out without a veteran blue liner there, and they're playing pretty well lately. So I don't know if that's going to hurt them, but they got some young talent there that should make them continue to win games. Oscar Sundqvist of the St. Louis Blues, he's going to be out for the season as well. He has a torn ACL. That's a very tough injury, and hopefully he can recover from that and get back to the playing next year. But for now, he's going to be sidelined for the rest of the season and hopefully not any part of next year. Tanner Pearson of the Vancouver Canucks, he's going to be out for 4 weeks with lower body injury. A lot of lower body injuries this year. Very interesting to see. And here's another victim, Tanner Pearson. And the Vancouver Canucks are very, very struggling right now with not much help on the future side here with injuries and whatnot. Evgeny Malkin, Pittsburgh Penguins. Another lower body injury. He's considered week to week with this injury, though, so we should see him continue to play and make appearances in games. But for now, if he's going to miss a game, the Penguins are going to be without their star Russian forward there, Evgeny, and Crosby's counterpart. But the Penguins have been playing pretty well as late, so we'll see how this affects them if Malkin misses significant time or not. Next up, Austin Watson of the Ottawa Senators. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a hand injury. The Senators, they've had some ups and downs this season for sure, but still not out of the bottom of the division there, and a tough Canadian division this year with the realignment for COVID, so tough to see a veteran player out of their lineup. The Canucks, they make a move here. Being without Tanner Pearson, they grab forward Travis Boyd off of waivers. He was up in Toronto. Good move here for the Canucks to try and get some forward depth back and make up for some injuries. And we'll see how Boyd plays. He was a Washington Capital prospect at one point in time. Did some decent things for the Caps and just couldn't bite the roster with their talent. So went out to Toronto, and same thing kind of happened there. Lots of guys making it in, and him being a scratch nightly. So now with Vancouver, I think he's going to find himself in the fit there and be a third, fourth line guy every night. We got some contract extensions. The Kings have agreed to a 3-year, $9.45 million deal with Matt Roy. So another good player there. Kings looking to build on their team here. They're kind of in the rebuilding stages, but bringing back a guy like him should help, very much so. And we'll see how the Kings play out here with the expansion draft, see who they protect coming up at the end of this season. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, he's kind of been a healthy scratch for the Capitals, so I find this signing interesting. He signs a 2-year, $1.9 million deal with the Capitals, and I believe it's a one-way deal, so he'd have to clear waivers to go down to Hershey in the AHL. Very interesting stuff here, as the Capitals' defense has been pretty much the same night in and night out. So we'll see if he gets some more playing time as the season progresses. We got some trades here. The first one of talking points, the Avs and Sabres make a deal. The Avs get goaltender Jonas Johansson, and the Sabres get a 6th rounder in 2021. This is a good move for the Avs. They need some netminder presence behind Philip Grubauer as the season comes to the final stretches here and gets ready for playoffs. They got to have somebody backstopping other than Grubauer just in case an injury were to happen. So I think this is a good deal for both squads. Ducks and Lightning, they make a trade as well. the Ducks receive forward Alexander Volkov, and the Lightning will get prospect Antoine Morand and a 7th rounder. So kind of a minor deal of sorts, but the Ducks had their eye on Volkov and were able to get the deal done by sending a prospect and pick Tampa Bay's way. A deal has been finalized between the Buffalo Sabres and Montreal Canadiens to send Eric Staal to Montreal, and the Sabres receive a 3rd and 5th round pick. With this trade, the Sabres will retain 50% of Staal's contract. So that's an interesting one. The fire sale has begun in Buffalo with them trading their goaltender and now Eric Staal. So we'll see what happens with those. Congratulations are in order for Sid the Kid. Sidney Crosby has recorded 1,300 points in his illustrious career. So congratulations to him. Stanley Cup winner, gold medal winner, very good hockey player, and we'll see how the Penguins turn out here in the coming weeks to see if they can make the playoffs and keep their hot streak going right now. More congratulations. Mika Zibanejad of the New York Rangers. He is only the 2nd NHLer in history to do this, I believe. He has scored consecutive 6-point games against one opponent. He's had a hat trick in 2 consecutive games and 3 assists in each of those games as well for 6 points total each night against the Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers have very much so struggled facing Zibanejad and the Rangers, as they have lost big in the past 2 outings, 8-3 and 9-0 respectively. So interesting to see the Rangers playing pretty good and the Flyers not. We got some interesting news here. The referee, Tim Peel, has been fired and will not ref future games or any current games for the National Hockey League, as he made some interesting comments during a game which Nashville was involved in the other night. He pretty much said that he needed to give Nashville a penalty for whatever reason. The makeup call just felt they deserved a penalty, and his mic accidentally was on, or maybe on purpose, but he said they needed a penalty, and the NHL didn't like that very much, so he's gone. So he was actually set to retire at the end of the year, which kind of weird that he went out with a bang. But hey, wish him well in retirement, and sorry to see him go in the NHL, I guess. Talking about records, well, we got some not so good records. The Sabres continue to lose, with record-setting 15 consecutive losses, maybe 16 at this point, but that's crazy. 15 straight losses, and they were considered to be a rebound team this year and get their ship righted, but even the likes of Taylor Hall and, well, Jeff Skinner, we all know that's a different story, but Jeff Skinner, $9 million contract and has all of 3 points this year, but struggles. So we'll see them move some pieces, I'm sure, here at the trade deadline. Some interesting news for next year as well. The draft lottery has been changed a little bit. For next year, they will be changing from 3 to 2 drawings instead of how they've done it in the past. And then there are more changes to come in the following season, 2022. One note being that the teams cannot jump more than 10 positions in the draft. So you can't go from 15th to 5th. Pretty much is the lottery way it's going to work. So that's all I have for the news and notes. We'll give you Bacon's rundown here to end the show and give some words from our sponsors. So we're going to take a look at the standings. The division of the Central, Tampa Bay leading the way, 50 points. Carolina, 47. Florida, 44. Chicago, 37. And Columbus Blue Jackets, 34. Round out your top 5. The East Division, the New York Islanders lead the way with 48 points. Washington, 46. Pittsburgh, 44. Boston, 37. And the New York Rangers continue to climb at 34 points. Out west, we got the Vegas Golden Knights leading the way, 45. Colorado, 45. Minnesota Wild 43, St. Louis Blues 37, and the Arizona Coyotes 33 round out that top 5. And in the North, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs 44, the Winnipeg Jets 42, Edmonton Oilers 42, Montreal Canadiens 37, and the Vancouver Canucks 35. That's our standings as of today. We'll take a look at our stats here. I don't believe much has changed. Obviously, Connor McDavid, he has been the first person to get 60 points, and his teammate right behind him, Draisaitl, second person to get 50 points. So we'll go through these here. Obviously, those two are at the top. Patty Kane, 46, Mitchie Marner, 41, and Mark Scheifele with 39 round out the points. Top. The goal leaders, Connor McDavid, 21, Austin Matthews, 21, Mikko Rantanen, 19, Leon Draisaitl, 18, Tyler Toffoli, 18. Assists leaders, McDavid, 39, Kane, 33, Draisaitl, 32, Mitchie Marner, 29, Anze Kopitar, 29, and Victor Hedman with 27. Goaltenders, Peter Mrazek with a .99. And remember, these goalies have to have played in 4 or more games to qualify for these stats. Jack Campbell, 1.18. Philip Grubauer, 1.69. And Andrei Vasilevsky with a 1.91. Save percentage, Jack Campbell leads the way with a 9.58. Peter Mrazek with a 9.55. Andrei Vasilevsky, 9.32. And Mr. Philip Grubauer, 9.31. Shutout leaders, Philip Grubauer, 5, Marc-Andre Fleury, 4, John Gibson, 3, Andrei Vasilevsky, 3, Semyon Varlamov, 3, Anton Khudobin, 3. And our rookies, Kirill Kaprizov with 27, Jason Robinson, 20, Tim Stützle, 19, Norris, Smith, Kuokkanen, and Hoglander, all within 16 and 18 points respectively. Our goal leaders in the rookie class is Kirill Kaprizov with 11, Pierre Suter with 10, Oliver Wahlstrom with 9, Eli Tavalvin with 8, Josh Norris 8, and Philip Kurashev with 7. Assist leaders, Ty Smith 16, Kirill Kaprizov with 16, Jason Robinson 15, Tim Stützle 13, and Anni Kuokkanen with 11. So we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor here, Gently Poured Candles. Always smell good, very good quality candles. If you want to check them out, head over to their website here. And I always tag their Instagram and Facebook on my posts. And we'd like to give a big thank you to them. We'd also like to give a thank you to the Sounds of Pork Puck, Sunreaver, Voidmaster. Always good. Voidmaster has some new music out there. And if you want to check them out, their Instagram and Facebook will be attached to my video posting. And if you need to find them, just search them on any music platform, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. And that's what I got for this week. We'll catch you next time. JBACS out.